If my 27 years around the sun has taught me anything, it's these two facts. One, competition breeds innovation. And we're going to talk about how that's changed the live streaming landscape over the past couple of weeks. And two, when you hit 1 million subscribers, it makes it feel good. And we're only 10K subscribers away, so thanks for hitting that subscribe button. And let's jump into the story where the competition has been fierce amongst the big three, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. Facebook's not tall enough to ride this ride, so let's just talk about those for now. And I've laid out this story with a bit of a good, the bad, and the ugly. And starting with the good, which comes from TikTok. Somewhat surprisingly, because TikTok has been kind of lazy on what they do for the creators and for the audience. Kind of seems like they've tripped into being the beacon of where every single cultural trend starts from. But they've decided, I think in part because of the changes that YouTube has made to their shorts, to join the competition. And they finally launched their Pulse program. This was announced back in May, but now creators are actually kind of seeing it. If you don't know what this is, it's basically them splitting the ad revenue with their creators. The way it worked before is they would have a giant fund of money. We give you guys $1 million. Hypothetically, fake number, $1 million. And however many views you get, we will give you a percentage of that pie. But the problem is TikTok has gotten a lot bigger. So you are actually getting a smaller piece for the amount of views that you are creating, even though it feels like you should be growing along with the app. And so they decided to change that. And now for anyone who has over 100,000 followers, they receive 50% of the ad revenue from TikTok. So for example, if TikTok makes $1 million in ad revenue in a month, they're making way more obviously, and you were 10% of that views, which is also impossible, then you would get $100,000, or more accurately, you would get $50,000 because you would share it 50-50 with TikTok, which is a lot better than the way it was before. And I think they will only grow in being able to sell ads. So all in all, a very good thing from TikTok. And I think in part it was launched because YouTube Shorts announced something very, very similar. So good things from TikTok. That's the good. Let's get to the bad, which unfortunately is over here in my home turf, over here in this car at YouTube. And, you know, they had a big announcement not too long ago about how, again, the YouTube Shorts are monetized, which was great. But now they're kind of hiking the price for YouTube Premium. They hiked it to $23. I believe it was $18 before. So, yeah, over a 25% price hike. They also were testing a premium subscription to watch 4K videos. I know this is not exclusively in the live streaming space, but it all is kind of packaged together here on YouTube. So not the best announcements from YouTube, all right? I have to admit, some pretty bad ones. Now, they did end up scrapping this test, but clearly they have a problem in that they are paying way too much in server costs, which is something Twitch had gone through, which is why they dropped all the creators' pays, or at least that's why they said they did. And it seems like YouTube is going through similar problems. Now, I don't think it's as cut and dry as bad YouTube. Make it free. And I'm not nearly as smart as someone like Linus Tech Tips, so I would recommend watching this video, which I'll play a few seconds of, which goes more in depth why maybe it's not that bad of an idea to paywall 4K. Stop, you guys might not know, but I just got my dream car. I shipped it all the way from Japan, and the day that I got it, I drove it home and the tire popped. Now I want to figure out how much this car actually costs, so I decided to start tracking my monthly expenses. And to help me do that, let me introduce to you today's sponsor, Rocket Money, formerly Truebill. Rocket Money is an all-in-one finance platform that lets you save more and spend less. The personal finance manager allows you to manage subscriptions, lower bills, monitor your credit score, and build your savings all in one place. I use Rocket Money to help cancel subscriptions that I don't use anymore, to track finances to see how much I'm spending and on what, and also to monitor my credit score. You would be shocked how bad my credit score used to be. You would be. You would not that long ago too. You would think money equals good credit score. Nope. The government don't care. And if any of those problems are something you deal with, or maybe you just want to start saving money, get Rocket Money right now. To save more and spend less, join the 3.4 million members using Rocket Money. And between you and me, I got the hookup. You think I'm not going to get the best and the brightest for the viewers? If you go to rocketmoney.com/mogulmail right now and click on the link in the description, you can get started for free or unlock even more features with the premium option. That's rocketmoney.com/mogulmail to get started for free.
Meaning that at most, Even if you have 20/20 vision, only about 10% of you actually have the hardware to benefit from a 4K stream option.
Now, that fact alone is a pretty good argument to why maybe it can be paywalled, but watch the rest of the video before you get mad because they argue it way better. And there's one more piece of info from YouTube that's a little different than what we're talking about, but it's not enough for a standalone video. Kind of a good thing. They have finally implemented 3 separate tabs for short form, long form videos, and also live streams. So you know how before it was kind of ugly and I would always unlist my live streams on my main channel because I didn't want them to be mixed in with the videos? Now it'll all be separate. Separate places where you can see the shorts, so it's not lumped in with long form videos, so it's not lumped in with live streams. And it makes a whole lot more sense than kind of trying to balance them all on one website, which also sadly means that pretty much every shorts channel is somewhat moot now. It's somewhat of a useless thing. I think I'll still keep mine up, but something we will see how the creators innovate. Anyway, back to the ads. We're going to our final one, which is the ugly, and that comes from, of course, Twitch. I want to preface by saying I think this program is wholly a good thing, but it's also created a lot of tension. And I talked to one of the Twitch partners, Jake and Bake, in depth about this on his stream. But basically, they've offered a new ad incentive program. Before, the way Twitch worked is they would give you a flat amount of CPM. I can't share that amount because I think they'd get mad, but it was very low. It ended up being about 10 to 30% of the CPM that Twitch was earning on the ad sales. And there was no way to change that in your contract. And for a company that seems to be wanting to push people to run ads more and more and more, it makes sense that the people who are running the ads should share in the profits of that, not be paid a flat amount while Twitch's amount always increases. So they decided to add this ad incentive program where basically they will send you every single month the amount of ads you have to run, the amount of hours you have to stream, and then they will show you the amount that they'll pay you out for that. Now, Rizzo tweeted this out, but did block out the payouts, but not many other people were the same. Some people actually showed the amounts. Not everyone was that happy about it. As you can see here, the way the program works is you have 3 options, and the options increase in ad density. So, 5 minutes, 7 minutes, 8 minutes of ads an hour, which is a lot. That's a big jump. But the money that can be made from the ads is also a lot. As you can see here, $44,000 for Coconut Bee to run 8 minutes of ads an hour and stream 169 hours in the month. Now, this program does pay out prorated amounts. So if you don't stream the full 169 hours, which can be a lot, they will prorate your amount. And it seems like what they're doing is trying to eliminate the variable that people have always been confused on, which is how much you will make from ads. Because that's always been the toughest thing to make streamers run ads, is to show them how much they could make. Because as opposed to subs, it's not as cut and dry. If you have subs, it's like, okay, if I have 1K subs at the end of the month, I'll make $2,500. Easy, straightforward. I want that number because I will make this amount of money. With ads, you don't find out how much you made until you've already run them. But Twitch has decided, well, no, we have enough information based off how many hours you stream, based off your average viewers, that we will guarantee you a minimum guarantee amount of money for the next month based off your previous 90 days worth of statistics. And we're hoping that your metrics line up and that you get the same amount of viewers. But if we're wrong, we're willing to take a hit on it just to convince people to run ads more. And they've also announced that even if you averaged, like, let's say 1,000 viewers, and then you ran a bunch of ads and you were averaging 10,000 viewers, they'll pay you the higher amount, but they'll just never pay you below the minimum guarantee. So all in all, I think this is a great thing. But the reason that every creator is getting upset is twofold. One, they'll probably disagree with the amount that they think they should be making versus what Twitch says they will be making, whether it's too low, which people would complain about, or too high, which no one would complain about. And the second thing is that it seems to be a Trojan horse, at least in some creators' minds, for creators to run way, way, way too many ads. And that's what all these tweets are signifying. Basically, when the program started, everyone was kind of hype on it because it was like, hey, run 3 minutes of ads every hour, and then we'll pay you out, a couple thousand. It's a nice chunk of change. Pays for rent, pays for cars, bills, whatever, yada, yada, yada. But now, after doing it for a couple months, and the creators who did do it, they're bumping the numbers, right? They're bumping the numbers. And it's a lot harder to hit at minimum 6 minutes of ads an hour, especially where the culture of ads per hour were way worse than that, and especially when the ads on Twitch are much more intrusive than YouTube's ads or even TikTok's ads, for example. And so pretty much all these people here were getting upset by that. I do have a tweet from one of the leads at monetization at Twitch, Mike, who said, before I get eviscerated, there are channel streamers where this works for them. I understand for many of you it does not. I would prefer we kept the middle offer as previous month, highest as a slight increase and lowest as a slight decrease. So basically saying, hey, we're offering 3 deals every month. You get to pick which deal you take. And hopefully, in the future, we'll try to make it so the highest one is more, the lowest one is less, and the middle one's what you did, which makes sense to me. It's unfortunately not how it rolled out, so some people weren't super pumped about it. But for some people, it's just a good deal. All right? I will keep it a stack. 3 minutes of ads an hour, 133 hours in a month, you get $21K. That's a great fucking deal. 3 minutes of ads an hour, not that bad. It's 5% of the entire hour. When you compare that to things like cable television, which run about 21 minutes of ads an hour, there maybe 15 minutes of ads an hour, you're doing a lot better. You're doing a lot better. 5 to 8 times better. The problem is just when the minimum is over double what the expectation is. So we'll see where this program ends up. I think it's a good start for Twitch to make ads one of the main ways they make money, as opposed to taking a cut from creators' subscriptions. But for now, it's looking a little bit ugly. This was a pretty good suggestion from Tom here as well, which said, let's include a 3-minute option always, which I think is good. I think that should be the standard, and maybe a slider rather than just 3 options. That way it can scale and creators have a little more control over the ads that they play. I don't think it's going to hurt Twitch big time. I think it's just going to be a learning curve on how they have to roll things out to creators. What's kind of funny though, and this could just be coincidence, is that after they started making creators or started to incentivize creators to run more ads, they've also started promoting Twitch Turbo, which I don't know how people don't know about this product. I've been using Twitch Turbo for 3 years now because, Lord help me, I cannot go to Twitch and then click on a stream and watch an ad. I will click out immediately. And I'm not going to subscribe to the 30 people whose streams I like to watch, because when I watch Twitch, I'm clicking through. I'm clicking through every 10 seconds just to see what people are up to. But Twitch Turbo, if you don't know, is basically like YouTube Premium. It eliminates all ads on Twitch for every single creator. It gives you a badge, different colors, but that's the main value, is an ad-free viewing experience. And it seems like they kept that program under wraps for a long time, even though it existed. And now, after making creators run a bunch of ads, they're promoting it, which is funny. But look, nobody wants to go to Twitch and then click on a stream and then see this. Okay, well, nobody wants to see Tom Brady. That's fair. But I meant this ad. 30 seconds. That's a lot. So I get why they'd push Turbo. Kind of funny. Anyway, that's all, boys. That's the good, that's the bad, that's the ugly. Let me know what you think. And see you next time for when Twitch explodes. And I will have to cover that. Or there's drama and someone puts something up their butt. All right, see you later. Goodbye.